Hi Gemini, welcome to your why reading for August 5th through November 4th. Everything, did I say November? September 4th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out link. That goes to Little Light of Mind. It's a very cute name. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to check her out. Show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended for a romantic read, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, such as in answering your why or confirming or looking at it, a friend, family, job or career, as far as why, what's going on, even money situation. So just consider that if it's not about a romantic person, or a romantic interest, I should say. All right, Gemini. What is your why? Gemini, why? The Hermit, that could be Virgo. All right. So we've got the High Priestess here. Oopsie, pardon me. Nine of Swords. Chariot, Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, wow, Star, and the Seven of Cups. All right, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, Pisces, or Cancerian, boobies, Aquarius, Cancerian. All right, so what's going on? So did somebody leave because of work? Or is someone feeling like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like something happened because things were going fine and then they withdrew? What the heck and why? All right, we got everything's going along swimmingly and fine, and they're doing the things. Perhaps this is interest and you two are talking. You see that? Okay. Maybe it'd be better if it was like this. All right. Is this somebody at work that you're like, you know, hey, where'd you go? What happened? Why'd you ghost me? Because we've got work situation here. This could also, we got three, so it could be more than one person involved in your relationship. Three of Pentacles. Hence the work, and the Eight of Cups, which is walking away because things were working until they weren't, and someone said, I just have to leave, and then we've got a really heavy workload here. But also, is this someone that just thought it was too much work to be partnered or to be interested in you or to be dealing with you? Is that like, what the heck's going on? Because this is withdrawal. I mean, the Hermit and the High Priestess, like what happened? Is it that they're happy just kind of being by themselves and they've started a new job and they've had to move away? What's this High Priestess about? Or they moved away, things were going fine, but then they got a job offer and they had to move. And now it's a lot of work and they don't have time for the relationship. What's going on here? What's this High Priestess? We got the Star card twice, holy cow. So that's needing, is it hope, healing, and renewal? What's, aw. So this is someone that is trying to get over something. They're trying to find a reason. They're trying to find some encouragement. They're trying to find some order as far as to why something happened. But I also think they're hoping for a second chance. Did you walk away, or did they have to walk? Who left? Like what happened here? We got distance all over the place. We got Eight of Cups. We got Three of Wands. We got distance here. Swords. What's this Nine of Swords about? This Nine of Swords. So what's this Chariot about? That's the Knight of Swords. That could be Gemini. What's this Chariot about? That could be Cancerian. What's this Chariot about? Five of Cups. What's this Three of Wands about? Movement, 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 movement. So this is somebody, there's been not just separating, but there's been moving away. There's distance involved here. What's this Three of Wands about? Another card of moving away. So did they just feel like they needed to get the hell out of Dodge? Or is it really bothering them the way things were left? There's something about feeling like they needed to just get out of the situation because it was really weighing quite heavily on them. And either you two weren't on the same page, or they literally had to physically leave for another, they had to. Either because of the breakup or because maybe it's a job offer. But this is someone that physically moved away, or you physically moved away, Gemini. We got moves all over the place here. And I think there's disappointment at you two not wanting the same things, not wanting to be at the same spot. Like you two were just, it was profoundly apparent that, to them at least, that you two weren't going to be on the same page. But it could also be that they need a break for now, and they're still hoping for a reconciliation. That this, whatever this physical move was, it was necessary, but they're still hoping for a second chance in the future. I keep feeling like this is kind of related to a job, that they had to go, and that part of the disappointment maybe was that you didn't want to go with them, but there was some kind of transition they had to make, and it happened very quickly, and it was a very difficult choice for them, but they had to make it, they had to do it. And it's almost like they're very disappointed and sad, but all is not lost, because they feel like, well, this still is salvageable a little bit. We still might be able to work something out in the future. We just need to get to calmer emotional places, calmer emotional water. But they're not happy about the situation now. But I don't know why they left, though. I can't get a lock on it. It feels like everything was going along fine, and then there was a job offer or some kind of other offer. And something has to do with work here. Something happened at work. Is this somebody that you met through work, or did you work with this person and then they got transferred? I mean, what's this Aquarius here? Aquarius, I mean, star card. What's this star card here? Not twice. What's this star card? Two of Pentacles. What's this Wands here? What's this Wands? So we got Two of Pentacles and we got Strength here for the Wands. What's this Seven of Cups? What's this Seven of Cups? Okay. So that's Queen of Wands. That could be Aries. All right, let me just look over them real quick. We got two sevens. Right? Yeah, two sevens. Three nines. Oof. Two sevens, three nines. Two threes. So we've got things in crisis, but it's not that the worst of it's over. It's just that the tower moment, the crisis has happened. So things are in crisis, but this is kind of like the aftermath, and someone is dealing with a situation where they had to do what they had to do for later success or to have a chance at something. So they had to make this decision to have a chance at something, which again feels like it's work. This was a necessary cutting off for them. It was like a natural transition because they had to. It was just, there was simply too much on their plate. They had to leave it behind. They had to restore balance and emotional clarity to be able to function at this point. And This is someone that had to choose what they had to choose. For whatever reason, they had to choose what they had to choose. And it looks like they chose it for stability. They chose it because it was the right thing to do, and they needed to do it for future stability and balance and longevity. Whatever this new offer or situation is, they felt that they needed to do it for their best interest and what would be best for the years to come. So I feel like this is an external situation. I'm telling you, work is here. There's something about work or education, someone having to move for training, something like that. And they needed to do it now because they didn't want it to pass them by, and they weren't sure the opportunity was going to come up again. And it looks like they physically had to move. And they're trying to kind of restore, they're adjusting to their new normal right now. And I think they're hoping in the future, Gemini, that you two can eventually reunite. But for right now, this needed to happen, whatever the break was and why it needed to happen. They needed to go do this. It was the right thing to do for them. And yeah. So, both of you, well, I don't know that you do, Gemini, but it feels like they've got a lot again on their plate. We got the 10 of Wands here and the 7 of Cups, and they're trying to make the most of it and get the best out of it and to handle it, and are kind of looking forward to things being restored after this very Knight of Swords energy. I think they're really wanting that to be transmuted to this Queen of Wands energy where they're handling it. It's a lot, but they're handling it. So instead of causing them anxiety, it's just about choosing what to do when, and very methodically working through something and being able to do it all. Because right now this person is adjusting, and they've got options open and a lot of choice. We got the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. That's a lot of options, needing to decide what to do, to pick, to, having this option out there waiting, seeing if it'll come in, and then that's gonna inform their next decision. So I don't think we're talking about another person here. I think we might be talking about a work situation with a lot of people, but I don't think this is about betrayal so much as it is about somebody that had to go do what they had to go do. They're not happy about it, but they're not that upset about it either, simply because they haven't had time to grieve. They're disappointed that you can't come with them, or that they had to kind of, but again, all is not lost, because we got the 5 of Cups here, which is there's still 2 cups full. So it's like, okay, well, it still could work out over the haul right now, or long haul. Right now I've got to situate myself, and I'm doing the right thing. I know I am. I believe this. I believe I made the right decision, but I can't focus on that right now because I've got to adjust to my new normal, and I got to handle business. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Can you see that? That's too far up there. It says soul, as in sun. So this feels like it's a very optimistic time for this person. Did I say optimistic? Yeah, that's the right word I'm looking for. As well as opportunity or opportunistic, but it feels like this is somebody that's got a lot opening up for them, and it's going to be a very busy but very fortunate time for them. This is also about, very well could be anyway, about things working out for the both of you. So we've got this hope and wish that things are going to kind of work out and settle down, and there might be a reconciliation, or at least re-entering each other's lives at some point. And this is saying that, yes, whatever issues you had now will resolve. Does that mean that you two are going to be back together? But it will resolve. It will resolve. A lot of times people think, oh, good, resolution equals reconciliation, and that's not always the case. But however wonky it is right now, it's going to come full circle. It's just that this was a necessary move for this person. All right, what else? What would Gemini's person say to them? What would Gemini's person, say to them? Huh. So this one and then this one fell behind. I need more time to figure things out. Yeah, because they kind of got a lot on their plate right now and they're adjusting to a new normal. Again, I don't feel like this was due to any kind of drama or trauma. I just feel like somebody's needing to take care of business right now. I mean, it might have been that way in the beginning, like, oh, someone's needing to pull back because they felt like they had to get the hell out of Dodge. But the more this came out, it really feels like someone needed to handle other things and something else was a focus that they needed to do, which makes it feels work-ish. It feels like networking. It feels like they need to take advantage of an opportunity. And then hopefully in the future, both of you are hoping, it looks like, because we got the star here and where was the other one? Oh, the Chariot and the Five of Cups here. It looks like both of you are hoping for at least a reunion, not a reconciliation maybe, but just to not let things stand the way it was left. I know this person is upset about it and it happened very quickly and they would have liked to have been on different terms when they left, but they had to take advantage of whatever opportunity this was. And I'm not talking about the person that left you for someone else. This is not that reading. This is not that. There's no... I don't see any deceit or betrayal here. It is not that. This is someone that is of a different character set. Okay, and then this came out. I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. So I pulled this one and then this kind of fell out after it. So perhaps this is someone going, look, I need to go do the thing. I got to take advantages. I got to get through this and then I can come back and we can be together. Perhaps this is someone needing to go on a walkabout emotionally or go into therapy or, what's called rehab or something so that they can get to the bottom of whatever's going on for them. But I feel like this is more about somebody taking advantage of an opportunity they don't want to miss out on and then hoping that you two can reconvene somehow later. You can talk again or see where each other's at, that type of thing. All right. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Yeah. Five of Swords. Someone needed to make some necessary strategic cuts in their life. Could have even been an argument that happened that they regret now because if they would have been more calm or could have explained things more or just weren't in a stressed out position where they're like, I got to choose, they could have handled it differently. It could have been handled differently perhaps on both sides, but this is someone that just is thinking about how they kind of unceremoniously cut things off and it had to be that way at the time. So I don't know if that's any consolation, but it feels like they regret the way things were handled. But it was a necessary decision in their mind anyway. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? Oh. Yeah, it's almost like they have no time to sit and think about anything. So as far as this, if you were hoping for any kind of to be able to reconnect and kind of be with each other through this, or somehow that's not going to happen, they can't. They got to do this solo. They're probably dealing with delays. All their energy right now is focused on this, whatever this thing is, and there's been some frustration and delays with it. It's probably more than they thought was going to be, and there's a lot of things coming up subsequently because whatever they moved for, there's some hiccups. So they're having to deal with that. There's been some delays. Things have not normalized, stabilized, or gotten off the ground for them yet, and they haven't even had time to barely had time to sleep. They're not sitting pensive and thinking about things and wondering how and this is no, this is not that. This is someone that has barely any time to, have a hot meal and brush their teeth and get any sleep. So their focus is not on you right now, just simply because they're needing all their energy to handle whatever this is, whatever this thing is. Okay. All right. Stopping here. Gemini, I hope this was helpful. I hope that answered or confirmed for you whatever you've been wondering. And I hope that you have a good August. I hope to see you in the next reading. All right. You take care.